Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I am going to show you a couple of books that I picked up recently at the local comic shop, Crush Comics in Castro Valley, and then I'm also going to open two AOKs that have been sent over to me. One of them is from a long-term subscriber of the channel by the name of Juan. He goes by Comic Collection Agency, an awesome, generous subscriber that has sent me many packages over like the last year for me personally, but then also for me to give away on the channel. So I have no clue what is in his box right here, but we are going to open it up together and check it out. And then another box actually arrived, and I don't want to say the person's name just yet because I'm not certain if they want to reveal that, but what it says on the box just made me smile, and it says good comic karma. How about that? So let me show you guys some of the books that I picked up at Crush, and then we're gonna open up these AOKs and see what's inside. So the first book is not a good book. Not a good book. I haven't read it, but the series as a whole has not been an exciting series, but I still buy it because I am a fan of Amazing Spider-Man. And so it is Amazing Spider-Man number 38. I honestly have not read this book probably since around issue 20 something, but I continue to buy them because I am a Spider-Man fan, and also because I can still say that I have a full run of Amazing Spider-Man. This next one is one that I'm actually in. No, I finished this one. I finished this book last night, and it's good. It is good series. It is a good issue that I'm enjoying. I wanted the A cover of this one, but the A cover was actually damaged. And as I looked at my books right before checkout, I realized the book was not in good shape. So I immediately switched it out for an alternative cover. I don't like this one as much as the original, but it is what it is. And so this is Philadelphia. Philadelphia number 3. It is a vampire story that I'm enjoying. I am enjoying this series. If you guys haven't read it from Image Comics, I definitely want to encourage you to check it out. If you're into vampires or horror, that kind of stuff, that's not a bad book to check out. Here is X-Force number 6. Haven't read this one just yet, but I do have it and I will get to it. Here is Immortal Hulk number 30. Cool book right there. I have this from issue number 1. Definitely a cool book. Here is issue number 2 of Thor by Donny Cates. It is good. If you have not read it, you need to read it because it is really good. The series is solid. It really is a solid series. Here is X-Men number 5. Haven't read this one either yet. I am like a week behind, but I will get to it. A couple of copies here of Vampire State Building. Again, I have a thing for vampires. Vampire State Building from Ablaze, and these guys are doing a really good job. The artist on this is the guy that was working on The Walking Dead, so this is issue number 3, and then a really gorgeous red cover here, issue number 4 from Ablaze Studios. So if you haven't checked out those books, definitely want to encourage you to do it because it's a couple of good ones in there. Not the Amazing Spider-Man. I don't recommend that. The other books, check those books out. And maybe there'll be a change to Amazing Spider-Man. So right now we're going to open up this package from Comic Collection Agency, and we're going to see what it is that he has sent over to me. And he mentioned something recently in a comment, because I read a lot of the comments that people post up. I can't quite remember all of the details of what he might have been hinting at, but why remember it when we can just open up the box and take a look at it. So there is some blue painter's tape on here, and you guys know that I'm a huge fan of that. Shout out to 3M. If you guys are watching, make some magic happen. So let's pop this open and see what he has in here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. His note here, he's written a note here. And the note says, "Hey Reggie, here's a little something for yourself for reaching 6K. A little recap of your latest content." I have no clue. But that's cool. That is his note right there. Some solid handwriting from my man Juan. This is cool. Okay. All right. So this is the first caped costume seen in the Spider-Verse when Aunt May was showing off Spider-Man's secret lair. So this is What If Comics number 19. And it looks like, almost looks like the Infinity Stones back there. I don't know if that's what that is. But this is cool. The one you've been waiting for, Uncle Ben's alive, and well, Spider-Man's in the spotlight. I have never seen Spider-Man with a cape. But this is What If Spider-Man Had Never Become a Crime Fighter, issue number 19. That's pretty cool. I've never seen this issue before. I've never seen it. That's pretty cool. What is this? A near mint copy. Oh man. He sent me, I guess he sent me this book before, because his note here says near mint copy. The one I sent before was beat up. Oh man, this is World War Hulk X-Men number 2 of 3. It is a face-off between Wolverine and the Incredible Hulk, and I just love these face-offs between them and the homage covers of like 181. I think it's really cool. These are just really fun battles to watch. So Juan, thank you for that, man. That's cool. I don't remember if it was beat. I don't remember beat. But if you say it was beat, I'll defer. I'll defer to you. Oh man, this is cool. Illuminati number 1. This is the New Avengers number 44. This is cool. This is cool. This is all around the time of the Secret Invasion. That's cool. I've never seen this one before. I've never seen this cover before. This is cool. This is a cool book. I dig that one. That one will have a special place in the bin over there. I am a huge fan of the New Avengers. So back when I got into the hobby, when I was out of the hobby between like the mid 90s to like 2005, when I came back into the hobby around that time frame, was around when Bendis was working on the New Avengers, and I read the New Avengers and I absolutely loved it. I bought up all the variants that were out, the connecting covers that they did back then. The New Avengers holds a special place in my heart, but New Avengers 44, that is not a cover that I've seen before, so I definitely dig that. But I have a short box of New Avengers over here that book is going to be dropped in. This is dope. I just glanced over it. This is dope. Wow. Alex Ross and team honors Jack the King Kirby's legacy. I don't know who this character is, but this is dope. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm hoping that you guys are going to be able to see that on screen and fully appreciate just how nice this cover is. Wow. I need to hit 6,000 subscribers more. I've never seen this cover before. Alex Ross is just, man, he is such a talented guy. This is just I need to figure out who that character is. If you guys know, tell me who this character is, because I don't know who that is. I really don't. It doesn't matter because it's dope, but I would like to know who the character is. Help me out. Oh, this is cool. Alex Ross interview 25 years ago, page 26. While you're at it, show us what ASM 1 went for back in 1985. Man, nobody wants to see that. That'll hurt everybody's heart. Let's see what it is. Let's see if we can find it here. I want to honor the request because it's actually a legitimate request. What is that? Is that Fantastic Four number 1? Fantastic Four number 1. It was 12 grand. It was 12 grand back in 25 years ago, 1995. Yeah, it was still 12 grand. That's for number 1. Let's see what Amazing Spider-Man 1 went for. Let's see if we can find it in here. I was a big fan of Wizard back in the day. Man, I loved the Wizard magazine. Let's see if we can find it. Alpha Flight number 1 was $4.50. It is still $4.50, I do believe. If you're a Alpha Flight fan, I apologize. I apologize for that snarky comment. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Amazing adult fantasy. So here we go. So Amazing Spider-Man number 1 was $13,750. The Golden Records reprint was an exact reprint, but no cover price, was $85. The one with the record was $200. But back then, in 1995, was $13K. $13K for Amazing Spider-Man. This is cool. This is Wizard number 42. February 1995, and it has a really cool cover right there. Wraparound, no, it's not wraparound, but a gated cover right there. And he said it's on page 26. Let's see what Alex Ross looked like back in 95. Let's see, 24, 26. Art imitates life, he says. Oh my goodness, he had hair. Not a lot, but he had. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. But he had long hair. That is not the Alex Ross that I have come to expect. He had the 90s beard. I definitely had that going on back in 95-ish time frame, where it's just the sideburn all the way down into the goatee. So he had that going on. He still holds a pencil the exact same way as he did back then. Is there only one photo of him? Yeah, there appears to only be one photo of him, so that kind of sucks. Be cool to see a couple of more photos of Alex back then. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to read this. This is cool. I actually listened to a video earlier today where Alex Ross was actually talking, and he was saying, he made a couple of comments about some of the covers that he does, in which the characters are essentially in these very stiff poses, kind of looking at the viewer in this stoic kind of facial expression and body language. And he kind of made the comments about how it's getting to the point where people will look at that and will almost comment like, haven't you done that before? Like if he's doing new pieces, they will kind of look at it and be like, haven't you done that before? And so he kind of made some comments around the fact that he may be nearing the end of that phase in which he does these kind of very stiff kind of poses. And I think that those are really fantastic pieces that he's done, where you can see the team or whatever it is that is all like there on the cover. I enjoy those, but he also kind of made some comments around, not only are people starting to look at it and say, haven't we seen that before? But it also was like, he feels like it is maybe stifling his creativity, that he may need to move away from doing that so that he can find a new look, a new way to engage people, a new way to be creative. And I find that refreshing, because there are some artists that will do the same thing over and over and over and over again because it has worked. And when it doesn't work, they're so far down that path that maybe they've lost some of that creativity and don't know how to kind of reinvent themselves. And he strikes me as a very cerebral person that thinks about what he's doing before he does it and recognizes some of these things and takes steps. And I find that fantastic. His story of his mom as an artist, and that's how she made her living. I enjoy some Alex Ross. And so I'm gonna give a huge shout out to my man Juan. I forgot I had one more box to get to. I want to give a huge shout out to my man Juan for hooking me up with really awesome books, stuff I've never seen before, which I think is really cool. So let's check out what this Comic Karma box is all about. We're gonna pop this open, and I can tell you this thing is a little heavy. This is a little bit of a heavy box, but whoa, there are two really big bundles, two really big bricks in here, and there is a note secured with painter's tape. 3M, looking at you. Wow. So it says, "What's up, Reggie? It's Joe again, sending you another box of good comic karma. In the first bundle, you may see a theme. I also included X-Men 248, Jim Lee's first artwork on title. That's very cool. He says it's a little dirty, but I figured if anyone can clean it, you can. Well done, Joe. The second bundle, I sent some DC books. We can all use some DC in our life. Superman Unchained 1 through 9 and a couple of others. Hope you enjoy and do as you please with the books. Your friend, Joe Brown." Joe, thank you, brother. I didn't know if you wanted me to say your name. It was on the box, but I wasn't certain. I wanted to get to the letter first. So Joe hooked it up, man. These are 2 solid bundles. I honestly did not know what's inside, so this may turn out to be somewhat of a long video, but hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. So we're gonna cut away the blue painter's tape here, and whoa, that's cool. That's cool right there on top. That's some cool stuff. We're gonna pull away the. We probably need to cut it. Probably need to cut it, and see if we can separate these bundles and take a look at what Joe has sent us. And I will tell you, and I've said it before, that I have some of the best subscribers out there. I absolutely appreciate you guys. And I don't say that just because people send me like stuff like this. It is because of the interactions that I have with people that sometimes aren't even ever discussed on air. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that continues to support the channel in various ways. Some people choose to send things, which I think is great. Others just, choose to, to comment, to like, to share it. And I think that all of those things are perfectly fine and also appreciated. So let's open this up and see what is inside. I'm trying to rush through it to make sure that this isn't an hour-long video. So let's see what Joe has sent. And I can tell you right on top, it's a cool book. It's a cool book. One that I don't have, which is always a fun thing. So rip this open and see what's inside. And I don't know whether this must be the first bundle. Okay, this must be the first bundle because I see DC on top of the next. So this is Transformers number 6. And I do not have this. I think this is cool because the company that owned Transformers partnered up with Marvel to actually do a backstory so that they could actually launch the toy line. And so I think that Jim Shooter had a lot to do with this back in the day. So now that I better understand like the history behind Transformers, which I was a huge fan of, but the importance of the comics tied to the toys, tied to the TV show, I dig it even more. So Transformers number 6, this one is cool. This one's cool. Cancel Christmas because the Incredible Hulk has been spotted Spider-Man. This is a Web of Spider-Man number 7. Very cool. I absolutely love this cover. I love this cover. The facial expression on the Hulk. I dig that one. Here is, we have a theme going on. Here is Web of Spider-Man 24 right there. And maybe what Joe is doing is filling a couple of gaps in my run. Here is Web of Spider-Man number 17. This one's cool. This is, man, it's Darkhawk right there. And U.S. Agent. This is Avengers number 94. It is a cool yellow cover featuring Darkhawk, War Machine, Spider-Woman, and the U.S. Agent. West Coast Avengers 94. That's cool. Deadly Foes number 1. That's a cool one. That is a cool book, right? Oh, that's nice. I don't think that I have this one. This is Web of Spider-Man 101. I do not think that I have that one, so that is very, very cool. Little Carnage action. J. Jonah Jameson. You can't go wrong with this. Cannot go wrong with this right here. Infinity War number 1 is a cool cover, man. I remember this book like it was yesterday. I have several copies of this, but you cannot have too many. You cannot. That is a really cool book. Here is Infinity War number 2. Really cool wraparound cover right there. Look at that deep V. See that deep V Incredible Hulk. This one's cool, and this one's cool because I think the copy I have is probably not as nice as this one, which is cool. This is the Infinity Crusade #1. Some shiny foil action there, so that's cool. That's cool. I can definitely use this one for certain. That's a nice copy. Cool. Oh man, there is definitely some magic that is happening right here. I have one copy of this right now, and it is signed. It is signed. And I don't remember who the artist was, but I think that it's signed by the artist, possibly the writer. I definitely know it's signed. Somebody signed it when I was a kid. Here is Infinity, the Warlock and the Infinity Watch #2. Here is #3, where the High Evolutionary seems to have taken his mask off. I have not read these since they came out. Here is #4. Very cool. Very cool. Man, this is awesome right here. This is, I think he was saying that this is the first Jim Lee work on the title. This is X-Men #248, and it's a newsstand. How cool is that? Make sure that felt a little thick. Yeah, making sure it wasn't a Mark Jewelers or something like that. X-Men #248. So there you go. That is the first bundle. This second bundle is all DC. So we're gonna rip it open because, as Joe says, we all need some DC in our life. So we're gonna open this up and see what goodness is on the inside of this one. I may have to cut this bundle because he wrapped this one pretty good. So I'm gonna cut this bundle a little bit and facilitate an easier access point for me with this one. Set that to the side and see what this bundle is. So he told us what this one was. This is Superman Unchained 1 through 9 right there. Very cool. I don't know much about this. It looks like it was written by... This is cool. It was written by Scott Snyder, and the artwork was by Jim Lee with Scott Williams. This is cool. Yeah, this one's gonna stay in the collection. Big fan of Jim Lee, as you guys know. That bundle, that's cool. That is very cool. I don't think I've really bought any Superman, so it's cool that I can pick that up, that nice bundle. Here is Batman vs. Spawn. This is a graphic novel right here. It's a graphic novel. Maybe I'll read that one. I haven't read any Spawn versus Batman at all, but very cool right there. Here is Harley Quinn #1. How cool is that? That's a cool cover. Here is the Omega Men. The Omega Men. I know nothing about the Omega Men, but I now have, I think this is issue #1. Well, the first star spanning issue, which I'm guessing is issue #1. The Omega Men, here is issue #2. There you go. Ninjak. Oh man, look at that. That's cool right there. I've never seen this cover. It's Ninjak #1. I've never seen that. I mean, you know, I've seen the Turok cover and the Shadow Man and the Shadow Hawk various covers, but I've never seen this one. The Exo Man War, they did one, but I've never seen this one. This one's cool. That's a cool cover. There you go, right there. There you go. Almost as if on cue. You cannot go wrong with this one. Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, #1. Cannot go wrong with this book right here. Just a really cool book. Oh man, Spidey 1. I did not have this. This is cool. This is cool right here. Spidey 1. That's cool. Here is Spidey 2. And this is really cool right here. Man, this is a good bundle. Joe, these are good books, bro. These are good books. This is cool. Man, there's 2 of them. Someone actually tagged me on Instagram the other day, and with this book. little Gibbon Gang, like Gibbon Gang Junior, right? Because Gibbon Gang is Amazing Spider-Man 110. This is like the Junior edition. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man. This is Marvel Tales number 89, and it is basically a reprint. I'm guessing this is basically a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 110, and I have 2 copies of it. How cool is that? One of these is definitely going to find its way back in the comic book community. Both are newsstands. Both are really cool. So that was cool, man. That was quite the haul. So I want to give a huge shout out to Joe and to Juan for hooking me up with some really awesome books. Very thoughtful stuff, fellas. I absolutely appreciate it. So I want to thank those of you out there that are watching this video for taking the time to watch the video. And I want to thank you for the comments that you're going to leave behind and the thumbs up and all that good stuff. I absolutely appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. And you can do it in one of 2 ways, or technically 2 of 2 ways, but that's your call. The best way is on Instagram at Regie Collects, or you can send me an email to reggie@regiecollects.com. Take care.